Tyler, and I came before most of the people that stood up here. So I'm sorry that they're not letting us have a microphone. I was here in two men were married in 1971, Baker and McConnell, and marriage was legal. In 1979, I produced the main stage for the March on Washington, and we stood in front of the tax department and said, tax us, marry us, unfair taxation to gay couples. In 1987, we produced the main stage, and we had a marriage ceremony. In 1993, and finally, Diane and I started to go to the courthouse every year in 2001. And in 2004, my union said that I couldn't get medical for Diane because we weren't married when I retired. So we sued for the right to marry, and that started the lawsuit in California. And all of the organizations said, don't sue, you're going to lose, how dare you sue? And we said, you know what, if you don't try, you don't win. We won the right to marry, and we got married first, and then 18,000 couples got married, and then Prop 8 passed, and then we sued to overturn Prop 8, and we lost at the Supreme Court. But then these people picked it up yesterday, and they came to the Supreme Court, and everybody said to them, don't sue, don't sue. And Affer and Chad and the couples and the attorney said, don't tell us not to sue, because if we don't sue, we lose automatically. And they had the courage to sue. Yeah. So they sued. And we went to court yesterday, and I want to tell you what nobody else told you. I thought the court was so demeaning to our community. Yesterday, they were terrible to us. The conservative justices said, well, this is just an experiment, and how do we know what's going to happen? We are not an experiment. We are a civil rights movement. Yeah. And then they said, well, you know, you're no longer this movement. Getting married is not older for same-sex couples than the internet or than cell phones. So then they compared us to the internet and to cell phones. How dare they? And I walked out yesterday, and I came down here, and they said, you can't speak, even though you were the initial couple to start it, because we haven't listed you as speakers. So they would not let us speak yesterday. So I went over there to all the cameras and didn't wait my turn, and I said to C-SPAN, we're really upset, and we're not going to take it, and we're a civil rights movement, and that Supreme Court yesterday was horrible to us, and C-SPAN carried the remarks. Today they were better. Today the justices against us had nothing to fall back on. All they said was, well, if we, I will introduce you. If we stop, they're taking the stage money. Go ahead, take the stage, I followed. They said today, this was their only reason. They said today, well, if we give DOMA to the couples, if we eliminate it and give federal marriage benefits to the couples in New York or the married couples in California, and they move to, oh good, come on over, Edie.
Clear path, please. Clear path, please. Clear path here, please.
Please clear path.
Clear path, please.
Up a decade, City Windsor.
Yeah!
All right, I just want to
done. Thank you so much. Thank you.
This is our attorney who started the case, Gloria Allred.
I just want to say say very quickly about this morning. I was very encouraged by Justice Kagan, who asked about the interest of the federal government and why they would pass DOMA. And the federal government